Yes, people, what's going on? Happy Sunday. Welcome to your night view. Welcome to the full view, man. Big up to each and every single one of you. Big shout out to Kenny, Owen, Minna, and Marcel, and KG, who right now is doing a hate along at the minute, trying to look at what's going on between. Oh my gosh, how's Salah missed that?
You should have seen his face. Yeah, well, I went on because I noticed that he was doing a hate along. And I thought I did the quick maths. You know, when you go, that game's going to finish a little bit later on than 6 o'clock, and I typed in his chat. First of all, I said Kevin Gary, and he did the and I went, and then after I said Kevin Gary, I saw his face. You know, when he goes like this, he goes.
Because he's.
And I went. Penny just dropped at 6 o'clock, and he went. Yeah. But then he blamed G-Flex. He said, I told Flex, so he said, it's your fault.
I don't know. He probably did, but I just assume, full view. I just think he's always there, and then he goes around that. I don't know. I can't remember. He probably did tell me, though, to be fair. But look, as we thought, before we play, teams have leapfrogged us going into the Crystal Palace game tomorrow night. 8th place, Man United. There you go in the title. How many more wins this season? Difficult game against Palace. The floor's open. I mean, Marcel actually just before we went live actually was saying about a 3rd place, saying about who what's happened with Spurs, or was it for the 4th? Would you talk about Spurs, Marcel? Like if they lose, what does it mean?
Now, I just wanted to understand numerical possibilities. What was happening? No one actually outlaid it to me. You guys just said whatever. That's not even whatever I'm thinking. It's not even going to happen. So I just wanted to know what numerically is possible. And as I've been kind of told without being told, there's nothing numerically possible.
well, no. Let's do the maths. Let's look at it about what's numerically possible. Man United. This is the fact. Man United currently sit in 8th place. Chelsea have played a game more, and they're on the same points as us, but they have a better goal difference. Newcastle have played a game more, and they have 56 points, 2 more points than us. And currently, Spurs are losing, and they have 60 points to our 54 points. So they are 6 points ahead of us. That is the numerical facts.
And what place are Spurs? What place are Spurs right now?
Spurs are in 5th.
And there's 12 points to play. 6 points. There's 12 points to play. They've just had two losses on the bounce. They've had.
Yes, 4 on the bounce.
Four.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all. Yeah. I just wanted to lay that out there. That's all right.
What are you thinking? What are you feeling? Talk. Elaborate. How you feel? What do you mean?
No, it's possible. It's still possible. We've got difficult games coming up.
To finish 5th.
Not to finish 5th, but at least to get closer to it. 6. Right now we're 8th because obviously we've got a game in hand on obviously Chelsea, but we have to win against Crystal Palace. Of course, we have to handle our business. Teams that are around us are handling their business. And if Spurs continue to lose games, which I was talking about maybe weeks ago, in terms of and I think even has Aston Villa lost this week?
They lost today against.
I was talking about Villa losing football matches, difficult games. I was talking about Spurs losing football matches.
Mm-hmm. Did you talk about us winning any? Did you talk about us? Did you talk about us going on a run and beating Crystal Palace, Arsenal, and then Newcastle?
Well,
the Brighton that won today as well against Aston Villa.
Yeah, we had our easy games gone already, but the 2 home games are still winnable. They're at home, they're at Old Trafford, so that's 6 points that you got to look at there. Definitely in terms of ascertaining. And then the Crystal Palace game. These are 3 games that our target should be to win. So you've got to go from that standpoint. The first job is on Monday.
It's not necessarily the target that's the problem, though, is it? It's not. Of course, the target's to win every game. The real question is, are we going to win those games? That's the real question. I mean, big up to Rich Eagle-Eyed Football. I saw him commenting on the preview that we did, Flex, and he was saying that they're pretty confident.
Everyone is when they play Man United
now. And why wouldn't they be? I suppose as well. It's got very. If it wasn't real already, it's got very real. It's very sobering today, isn't it? When you do actually see it in the table, once it goes from a hypothetical to a reality, and you see it in the table, Manchester United 8th, and you see that Chelsea. Who look, I've been cussing out Chelsea all season, saying they're rubbish and they're shit, and I still stand by that. But they're above us. No, they're above us on goal difference, and they've got a 10 better goal difference than us. So if it does come down to it, we've got to beat them on points, not on goal difference, because we ain't beating them on goal difference. No chance. So we got a really rough run of games coming up, and then on top of that, because people like
Owen, sorry, I think your mic's really, really loud, or is it just me?
Is it?
It's loud and quite crackly. Yeah, I don't know.
Is it loud?
Yeah, just
let me fix it. Let me fix it.
Doesn't sound like his normal. Owen's mic's normally very crisp. I know you've done a few different streams, a few different things. It's a bit clipping, a little bit loud.
How about now?
Oh, there you go.
How about now? There you go. Yeah. When it comes to the injuries, because people like to talk about the injuries. I don't know if we've got any centre backs tomorrow, guys. Legitimately, we might have 0 centre backs available. The news came out in the last hour. Harry Maguire's out for 3 weeks.
What?
Picked up an injury. Yeah,
doing a KG.
Harry Maguire's out for 3 weeks. Picked up an injury. This was like this the other day, wasn't it, with the Ralph Rangnick thing? Yeah, Harry Maguire's out for 3 weeks.
3 weeks? When?
How? About an hour ago. About an hour ago. Yeah, 30 minutes ago. So now we go into that game, and it's like Johnny Evans is a late fitness test because he's just back into training, isn't he? I don't even know if he's actually done training, to be honest. But we've got no centre backs as well, which is why when you're then talking about the table, isn't it, and talking about winning the game, it's kind of park what form we're in at the moment as well, whether we're playing good or badly. We've got no centre backs. Like I don't know what he's going to do tomorrow.
Counter-attack.
The big counter-attack must have got no centre backs. With who?
Put whoever's available for 2 banks of 4 in front of our goal and play the counter-attack. Like I was saying a couple of weeks ago.
Oh my god.
McTominay and Casemiro.
Just play the counter-attack.
Might be. Or like a one-legged Johnny Evans, something like that.
Yeah, or see how long Johnny Evans can last, and then you got to get him off, and then put Scott back there, and then bring on whoever else in midfield, and hope Bruno's fit. Bruno's might not play as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Bruno might not be available as well.
It's perfect. It's perfect opportunity for us to work on our counter-attack.
It's hardly perfect, Marcel. It's hardly perfect. I mean, even I was saying last week I'm tired of excuses and all that, whatever. But in fairness, I'll give you that one when you go, we've got no centre backs available. I'll give you that, but I wouldn't say it's perfect. Far from it.
Well, think about it. I mean, the front line is still going to be, it's going to be the usual front line. So, for them, in terms of attacking space in front of them, it's perfect. This is a great opportunity for them just to practice on that. Like I was saying before last week, we want the end of the season to come now, really, as United fans. We're sick and tired of the series of injuries and how it's been feeling for the whole season as a whole. But there's still positives to take from the rest of the season. At home, the crowd's going to be behind us. And then, obviously...
We're not at home, though, tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about the next 2 games, the 2 games after that, the Newcastle and Arsenal. So at home, the crowd's going to be behind us to support us. And then obviously against Aston Villa, who have been good, they're going to want to attack us. They're going to want to be playing front foot. And they've been on form quite recently. At the end of the day, we have to play that counter-attack. Put 2 banks of 4, maybe even match their formation. I think they played a 4-4-2 as well. Match their formation and play the counter-attack. I know that obviously Ten Hag had said with Gary Neville that he doesn't want to do, to revert to any other style, which again, I think makes sense to a degree. He always wants to play his best team. I think we learned that from last season. But, just in terms of, always forcing this style of play so that players understand it, whether or not they're coming in and out of the team, is a good idea or philosophy to have. But with this astronomical decimated squad, I've been saying a little while ago, just play the counter-attack. He's been able to produce good counter-attacks, even against City, so...
He's already said that he won't. He's already said that he won't. So as much as you're saying it's a perfect opportunity, we know he's not going to do that. He will, unless, like you say, because the circumstances are so dire that he's like, this is all I can do. And he does pivot. But that would look quite, not that it really matters, I suppose, but even that would be quite funny, wouldn't it? The week that he does an interview going, we thought about going defensive. I'm not going to do it. Next game, you go defensive. But I don't know. I just look at that. I look at that availability tomorrow and I just go, that is one where I go, well, if we get a negative result tomorrow, then can you freak out that much? Because any team, if they had no centre backs, would struggle to go away to get to Crystal Palace, would they?
Yeah.
We've got no.
Kind of sums it up, doesn't it?
No,
kind of sums it up.
We're always looking for excuses. And they're the professional footballers.
It's a good one, though, Kenny, isn't it? It is a good one.
I'm not saying there's the difference between a centre back and a midfielder is about 5 inches normally. Do you know what I mean? They can all tackle, they can all play the ball. It's normally a centre backs are a bit taller, and that's it.
It's easier for them to slot back there than the other way around.
Yeah, exactly. And we all know Scott McTominay plays centre back for Scotland. So what's the problem? What is the problem?
Is he going to be available though? He's a doubt as well. Even McTominay
might not play.
This is what I mean. Even he, legitimately, he's a doubt too.
Yeah, picked up the injury in the last game. Man.
Yeah,
we got no players.
Well, when young Kim Burler came in, he was fine, right? And so there must be another lad at the side of him in the academy what can surely step in. Other clubs do it.
It's against Eze and that though, Kenny. It's against Eze and Elise.
You're against
Mateta. Mateta's a handful. He is a handful. He gave Van Dijk a go at Anfield a couple of weeks ago.
So what difference is that young lad and bloody Lindelof and Maguire? Because for 5 years we've berated Maguire and Lindelof. Do you know what I mean? All of a sudden now we're relying on them. So all we've done as fans is berate them. All right, Maguire's improved in this 12 months. I'll give you that. It's probably been in our top 3 players of the season. I will give you that as well. But we were all happy to see him go last year. We all wanted him and McTominay out, and we were berating him because he refused to go to West Ham. So let's not all saying, "Oh, Harry, where are you?" Because in truth, if Harry Maguire gets put on the transfer list in 3 weeks' time, 4 weeks' time, we'll all be clapping our hands. That's a fact.
But does one affect the other? Because I don't think it's a case of saying, "Oh, I wish Harry Maguire was available tomorrow." Doesn't necessarily mean you want to keep him.
So he's free forever.
You just need a centre back. We just need a centre back. And again, and that's the whole point when you talk about like
a positive.
Varane. That's when you talk about Varane though, like at the end of the season, when you go, "Oh, Varane, he's probably going to leave. His contract's coming up." Then the pivot is, "Oh, so that means you want Maguire to stay." And you go, "Well, they're not mutually exclusive. It's just." I think people are desperate for Harry Maguire not to be injured because he was our only centre back. That's what's available. And now that Maguire's not available, it's like, we need someone.
You talk about the next couple of games, but there's a far bigger picture. And the bigger picture is with the club's in an absolute mess financially as well. Because there was an interesting programme. I love watching the overlap and I love watching the stick to football with the Gary Neville and Wrighty and them. I think they're absolutely fascinating. And 2 weeks ago, they had Les Ferdinand on. And Les Ferdinand's role, when he stopped playing football, was to become director of football at QPR. And he was telling you about the role of a director of football, and he said, I had a laptop with 2 spreadsheets on. Spreadsheet number 1 is for when we was in the Premier League. Spreadsheet number 2 was when we was in the Championship. He said, so all I had to do as a director of football, whatever decision I made, I was either going to be in the Premier League or I was going to be in the Championship. The new director of football at Manchester United has now got 4 spreadsheets going, right? He's got his Champions League spreadsheet, which he can rip up. He's got his Europa League spreadsheet that he can rip up. Currently, he's open to get in the Conference League, or he's got his just the Premier League. Now, for Manchester United, the level and drop-off of income for next year is phenomenal. You are talking in excess of between 75 and 100 million. You have no Champions League money, no Europa League, no Thursday night. Every one of those, last year we played 61 games out of 63. We played 14 cup games at home last year because we got in 2 cup finals.
Yeah, we got really lucky with the draws, yeah.
We got 14. Now, them 14 games, as well as I do, the average, and I'm using a rough average, is next year, you have no, potentially, we're having no Europe. That is massive. So all these contracts that we've signed, we were laughing at Chelsea. 2 months ago. We're saying, oh, FFP will have you. You've factored all your signings. All your budgets are based on getting the Champions League. You're not even going to make Europe. You're going to finish mid-table, and they might even finish above us. So I think, yes, we've got a problem tomorrow. Yeah, we've got a problem with no centre-back. We've not got no centre-backs. But the far bigger problem for Manchester United and its fan base is what happens in a month's time.
Absolutely.
When
Kenny, I don't think anyone. I think we all agree that definitely, that is the bigger problem at Man United. Absolutely. It was just that for this show, we're just talking about tomorrow as it's match day, and I've just realised we've got 0 players even without that.
When it was saying eighth place, and if it stays like that, we've got a real problem.
Yeah,
we've got a real problem.
It's a bad one. I mean, I didn't know about the Harry Maguire thing, but just with the 8th place thing, teams leapfrogging us. How many points will we get through to the next until the end of the season? Now you had this new injury set up into it. Like, what are you saying?
I'm not saying much. My biggest worry about tomorrow, though, is I think United haven't won at Palace since COVID, the summer of COVID. Since then, at Palace in particular, I think it's been 2 draws and a loss. The loss was under Rangnick, I think. I remember last year we went there, and then Elise, I think, scored that free kick. It's just worrying. Like, forget not even being informed. Forget the fact that centre backs are not even available. The fact that we don't have great form at Palace, and a lot of players, a lot of teams. You've seen it with Forest, you've seen it with Bournemouth. They're licking their lips when they either welcome United or they come to Old Trafford, because they know they're playing against a team that's a bit low in confidence, a bit low in terms of the season in general. Where are 3 points going to come from in the next 4 games? I couldn't tell you. Watching Brighton today against Villa, they tactically shut anything Unai Emery was trying to do down. Newcastle in form right now. They're in a fight as well now for Europe, so they've got something to fight for. Obviously, Arsenal got something to fight for.
Chelsea in form now, looking for Europe.
And to be honest, can I just say, like, even with Chelsea, like, life is a humbler, guys, because we were laughing at Chelsea for how long?
Exactly.
Life is really a humbler. If they finish above United this season, would we actually say it's been a failure of a season? Yeah, we could talk about how much money they've spent, but let's be honest, Chelsea, if they finish above United, they literally gave United a head start in the season because they were so poor. They were poor for a number of months, but obviously they've picked up form at a decent time in the season, and they themselves have nothing to play for, bar maybe the excitement of Europa League football. Because let's be honest, Chelsea, United definitely do not want to be in Conference League football. No. They don't want to be. Whereas we need 12 points to basically finish out the season better than what we did under Moyes' season. I'm not saying it's the same, but United need at least, I think, 10 points out of 12. I couldn't tell you where we're getting 1 point, let alone 10. It's very concerning. And, with the injury crisis, I am concerned more and more because, Harry Maguire was a guy who was fit throughout most of last season, even though he was riding the bench a lot. This season, he's been playing well when he's been playing, but suddenly he's been picking up injuries, muscle injuries. A lot of the injuries that United players are getting are either muscle injuries or non-contact injuries. It's just like, bro, 19 May couldn't come quick enough. Like, that day has been etched in my calendar for the last 3 months.
Hey, I'm worried, man.
By the way, bit of a quick programming update because there's nearly 1,000 people watching. After this show, there is going to be a bit extra, a full view extra, if you will, on a new platform called Playback. You can see in the video description, it's also the pinned comment in the live chat. Go there, join the community. We're going to have another full view afterwards with some new additions to the panel and all that kind of stuff. So the conversation will continue. So if you're enjoying all of this, then afterwards you can go over to Playback and join us there. Also, KG's got a big grin on his face after watching our rivals play and score goals, Liverpool, and then he comes here late. It's disgrace. He's a cheat.
Again, I've got a bet that I'm just trying to save my money with expressions. There's a lot of money in that one. I need.
Is that to finish above them?
Yeah.
KG.
At the end of the season, we need to take KG to AA. We need to take him to AA because his bets are getting out of hand. They are really getting out of hand.
And bro, do you know what? Yeah,
I'm never gonna bet again. I'm done.
KG.
I'm done when the fun
stops. Last season.
You do it every year. You do it every year. Yeah, you do it.
No, but I've stopped now. This is it, guys. I promise.
But you know how crazy it is to look upwards and not even be looking like, hold on, bro. We're 8th, yeah. I just got on stream and I done a KG. I did not know that we have no centre backs. Harry Maguire's injured for 3 weeks.
Oh, I just heard that, man.
So we've only got basically a Johnny Evans who's only just got back into training. Yeah. So hold on a minute. We've got to play Palace away tomorrow, peak. Arsenal at home, peak. Newcastle, peak. I saw what Brighton just done today to Aston Villa, and they've been clocking off for ages, and now they've just decided to play. Bro, forget looking at finishing above Tottenham. That's their 6-point gap. We might not get another point. We're 8th as it stands. Chelsea could finish above us. Matisse and them, man. Bro, forget expressions right now, bro. Get your head out of that. Get your head in this, bro. We're in trouble. We're in big trouble. And I hate to crash your dreams of trying to recover money, bro. We're in trouble, bro. We're on fire, bro.
No, listen, bro.
No, KG, we're in big trouble.
We're in big trouble, Fleck. Listen to this here.
What do you mean expressions and betting above Spurs, bro?
Flex. Wait, Flex. Can I express myself, please?
Yeah, because we take the mic. They are still 5th, by the way. We're 8th.
Oh my God, guys. Look, guys, listen. You know when you know that life is about to get mad, yeah? Some days you got any little piece of happiness, you got to enjoy it, bro. Now, am I happy that Expressions is going through it? I'm not going to lie to you. Absolutely. Am I holding on to a modicum of a chance that we can win? I can get my money and win a bet. Yes, I am. Now, in that same stream, I learned, like you did, we don't have Maguire. We don't have a centre back. And there was moments in the stream where you can see I'm fighting depression because I'm like, what do you mean something's happened to Maguire? Like he's been our best centre back this season. I don't understand. And then apparently the Lissandro pictures from watching the presser, watching Owen, that's not real. Lissandro's not back. So now you're telling me, now you're telling me that we have to go and play against Crystal Palace with McTominay and Casemiro at the back.
McTominay's a doubt, mate.
We're in so much trouble. When I told you, and I said, even the killer is midstream. I got a call from True Geordie, and he goes, "How's it gonna feel when you lot land in the Europa Conference League?" And I swear to you, there's a group of people that want to see us fail, like a massive group. And tomorrow they're all going to be watching. When the world is watching, Man United find the greatest way to hurt ourselves. The world's going to be watching. Eze, Elise, this is the first game that I don't think we're going to win. As in prediction. This is the first game I can tell you that I don't think we're going to win. Like, I'm going to this game with the mindset of
big trouble. Yeah, big trouble.
No, as in 2-1, 3-1, not good score lines. And it's going to be mad because me and you are going to be arguing on stream again, as we do, heritage. Min, are you going to be at that one?
Min's just going to be calm. Min's going to be like, listen, guys, I told you guys already. I don't know why you're...
And also with the injuries too, it must stress, with Maguire, it's he's out for tomorrow. He's out for 3 weeks. It's not even just the Palace game, the Arsenal game at the weekend. Who even's going to be back for that? These are still injuries.
That is no Martinez. It's not going to be no Varane.
That's the scary one. That's the scary one. That's the scary one.
I don't know.
Counter-attack.
I think the scary
perfect opportunity, Marcel. Perfect opportunity. That was your words earlier on.
There's no. I wouldn't stress if he puts 2 banks of 4. It's a perfect opportunity. Just take the Mourinho 101. Just take the Ole 101 book. 2 banks of 4. Wait for the opportunity to get the ball. Win the ball. That's it. I don't think it will be that much. We'll create opportunities.
I think the scariest one is in a month's time. We've not mentioned Man City at Wembley yet.
Everyone will be back fit for then, Kenny, though, I think.
Well,
everyone will want to be back for that.
Well, the hope is again you'll have some people back by that point, isn't it? You might have Martinez and maybe Varane back by that game.
Amra back masterclass.
Everybody back for the running. Having everybody back for the running. We've not had them.
I've seen a few comments sort of saying, Flex is back again, negative, this, that, and the other. No hope Flex is back. I'm sorry, I'm only going to give you my real feelings. We're finished, man. Like the next 4 games.
We're gonna hope. We're gonna win a game. I don't know.
Why is it taking you guys this long to get here? I've been saying the whole season we've been decimated. Relax. It's not that.
Whoa, Marcel. Marcel. I remember. Yeah, because I've seen the footage. Marcel. After the first game against Wolves, you stood outside Old Trafford and says, "We will not lose a football game this season in that place." You pointed to Old Trafford and said that. Okay. Don't say you've been saying it all season. I've not been saying that all season.
Wait, hold on. Do you know what I need you to do? I need everyone. 1 second, Marcel. Marcel, I need someone to get a clip of our faces when Marcel said that, because the whole panel, the face expression, the whole panel went. Please, if someone's got that, because I think that's the best thing I've. Like, everyone reacted like, wait, Marcel, what did you say? But the floors, it was Marcel.
So what? You just went all the way back to the beginning of the season, Owen. There was no decimation of injuries.
Yeah, because you said all season. You said I said this all season, and you have not said that. I said
it. No, I didn't say that. I don't think I said it. How long? It's taken you so long to get here. Like,
Marcel, just 2 months ago, you were saying we're finishing 4th.
I said we should aim for. I know. I said we should.
No. You didn't say aim. You were saying no.
I was on the Marcel in the 5th place. I'm not going to leave you in the lurch, Marcel. I was with you on the 5th place.
You were saying 4th place.
Me too. I said they could qualify for the Champions League. I'll hold my hands up with that one. I said that too. I said it on the Trinity. And then stuff happened.
But the point I'm trying to make is, when we're saying we're finished, it's like we knew that we was finished from the decimation of injuries that was there. Like, it's not like we were like, and more I'm talking to like the style of play, how we play football, how difficult it is to play football for us right now. Like, with the feeling that we're in, we should already kind of understand this feeling. Like, we should already be able to get that we're in a difficult time as a football club right now. We should already it should not be a massive surprise that it's this bad. Because I've been saying for a long time as well, when we win the games, I'm not going to be too high. When we lose the games, I'm not going to be too low. I've said this many a time.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, bro.
If you say late in the season, I still believe we can finish 3rd. Was there?
I said aim. I said we should be aiming 3rd to get to achieve the 4th, 5th place to get into the Champions League.
That we did talk, and I was there with you, and he said something about 3rd. It was not.
It was Fleck. Fleck even corrected it. Fleck even corrected it in the stream and said, yeah, he did say aim, and I've said aim for a little while. It's been aim. Check it.
I think that wasn't it aim for 3rd, but you predicted 4th. I think.
Yeah. But even still, that's quite hopeful. And yes, it's not come to fruition. That's all right. But just that feeling, like I'm talking about, guys, of we're finished. It's been like we've been here for like weeks and months. Like, if you look at how poor the squad, the players of which have been available to us, it hasn't been that many this whole season, guys. So, like, the fact that it's got to this point, Ten Hag's always had to juggle something throughout the whole season. Whether I thought, okay, yeah, it could be 4th or 5th or whatever we've all thought. Like, Ten Hag's been having to do a madness the whole time. So now that we're here, don't get too low that it's low. Let's just get through to the rest of the season, which is something I've said recently. We just got to see it. The aim is now, which I said last week, I think, was to get to the end of the season. We need it done, like what Minna's been saying. We need it done so we can regroup, recuperate, and go again. But, in terms of having a solution right now, because that's what we need to be about, solutions. The solution is counter-attack. Play the 2 banks of 4, protect your goal, and attack the space.
The solution is pragmatism. And the manager literally just said, and that's what Owen's saying, the manager just said in the interview with Gary Neville, I'm not on that. And when we've said with the decimation of injuries throughout the whole season, when I sat on the match view the other day when we was all arguing, and I was saying, well, why does he not do this in this time? And you were saying principles and the 3-1-6, the rest defense, the box midfield, all these things that Ten Hag wants to pursue with. But now we've got no players. That's what I'm saying. Now you're saying, well, he just has to pack it out. Has to sit off a little bit, be compact, and do it. And then you rightly so said that we did do that against City. Still ended up getting beat 3-1 because they're just better than us, and we gassed out. And it's the maximum we have. We're not a good football team at all in any shape or way. We don't have any patterns and start. We're not a good team. We're a terrible team right now. So I think that you're right in terms of the way to approach it because we have no centre backs. But the worrying thing is that Ten Hag just literally told us, unless it's me I shouldn't be listening to the presses and the interviews and listen to what he actually says because, you know, let's not take what he says seriously. He's lying. Yeah. He told me that I thought about playing pragmatic, but I said no. So I want to play like this, even though I've got injury. So why would I now think against Palace, he's going to go, I tell you what, we've got no centre backs. Let's just go 4-5-1. Let's pack it out. Let's go 4-4-2. Let me sit off.
I agree with you. I think that outlook is the correct kind of outlook overall to have. I think, but that when people were talking about benchmarks before, their benchmarks was benchmark to be sacked. I don't think he should ever be sacked because of decimation of the squad. But the benchmark is, when is that breaking point, like you're mentioning, until you have to be extremely pragmatic. And I think maybe now with no centre backs, one could assume you've maybe reached that benchmark. But then at the same time, it's very brave of Ten Hag to then still want to produce his style, even with the lack of footballers available to him. So I think Owen's mentioned it before, Kenny mentioned it, just go into the academy. That's part of our heritage, going into the academy and reinventing ourselves. So maybe he looks to that avenue and still tries to force the style without the footballers available to him. Or, like I said, we have to find a solution-based pragmatic benchmark, which is go and do the 2 banks of 4. Go and do the 2 banks of 4, match the opposition for the formation and play and work on our counter-attack. We have good counter-attacks under this manager. So
do you think that tomorrow, sorry, Marcel, do you think tomorrow though, then if he did say, let's say best case scenario, like Johnny Evans is fit maybe, and that's the one centre-back we've got, and he plays Casemiro, let's say, alongside him, and we lose the game 3-0 or something like that, because we just go, look, even Manchester United, if we don't have any centre-backs, like, it's a Premier League club away from home, we're going to struggle, we're going to concede goals. After the game, do you think the appropriate thing to say would be, that was really brave of Erik ten Hag? Or would you say, because you've said you think the best method would be counter-attacking, would you say, well, actually, that was quite naive of Ten Hag to do that, because he should have done this?
I think last week or the week before, I said that he should maybe go counter-attack against Burnley. And in the comments on my post-match interview, they were like, what are you talking about? So I've already felt like this already to a degree, that maybe he should. I think I was speaking with KG about it. And I think, so I've already felt like this already, Owen. So for me, whichever way you look at it, you have to find the most positive situation. Because, by the way, that's what he's also mentioned in the interview with Gary Neville, that all our outlooks usually are negative based, regardless of what it is. We're just trying to pick holes at the situation as a whole. I'm opposite to that, I would say, in my personal myself. So whichever way that we do look at it post-match, you have to say, if he continues to go forward with this and tries to play the offensive football or the total football and the suffocating football, he's very brave to do it with the circumstances. He's been brave trying to do it, Owen, the whole season within the circumstances for me. But if he goes pragmatic, I can extremely understand as to the conditions which he's faced with. I can understand why he goes pragmatic. And I can understand also why he's going to have a torrid time, and we're going to be, and maybe our build-up phase is what gets worked on. Phase 1 that we were talking about before, or like that's what's going to be shown out to be the most thing that we see the most, because it's going to be Eze, it's going to be Elise, it's going to be Mateta, it's going to be ballers right now. Even Igor, I was just talking about the young kid that they got in the middle of the field who's fantastic.
Adam Morton's very good.
He's fantastic. He's a fantastic footballer. So he's someone that we should be looking at this season. But again, so with all these players that are in form,
and he came in January.
That's what I mean. I wouldn't call that, but I don't know, because I said it earlier on. For me, I'm not expecting much tomorrow, because even with the way we've been playing recently, you'd go, oh, Palace away from home, we struggle. And then even I, who said, like, excuses, whatever, with no centre backs, I go, I'm not sure what we're going to get much from there tomorrow. But I don't know if I'd say that's brave. I think that maybe there could be a better word.
You haven't lost the game yet. We haven't lost the game yet, though. We're talking like we've already lost, lads. What's going on?
No. Don't forget, but we have won 1 in 7.
2 weeks ago, you beat Liverpool with no left back.
We had centre backs that day, Kenny. We had centre backs that day, Kenny.
You'll have centre backs tomorrow. They might not be natural centre backs. There's Wan-Bissaka a left back.
Someone will be in that position.
That's a big asterisk, though, Kenny, isn't it? They might not be natural centre backs. I can go into a nuclear plant. I can sit in the chair. Doesn't mean I'm a nuclear physicist.
We had a natural left-footed left back in the last 10 weeks, have we? No, we haven't.
No.
Right. So we can't keep making excuses. This is the point. And if he doesn't go pragmatic and try to play his football, then he will fall on his sword eventually, because other managers adapt to what the situation is at that present moment in time. So if they've not got X, they do something with Y. What they don't do is they don't put square pegs in round holes. They make the square pegs work and they change the system. So what he cannot do, and he can't do because he will get found out, he cannot play his progressive style of football, counter-attack, eye up the field and this, that, and the other. He can't do it. It's got to be like you said, because other managers in that position, what they will be looking at and saying, right, how do we get out of this game? If we nick it 1-0, we'll nick it 1-0. We play a bit pragmatic. 2 banks of 4. We let them on the break. We've got the pace. We know we have the pace. They have got the Ezes. They have got some great talent. But so did Liverpool have great talent. So did other clubs that we played and beat. So, do you know what I mean? So we shouldn't be negative about that. And, you've got Amrabat. Now, I'm not saying Amrabat's a centre-back, but he's a defensive-minded player. He's not a sprinter up the field or whatever. You've no Bruno. You've not mentioned you've not got Bruno. He's played every game for you. So it's tomorrow not an opportunity to see Mason Mount at number 10. That's the positive I look at. I'm looking at Mason Mount being a number 10 tomorrow. That's what I think. And that could have a different impact on the game altogether. That you've now got 2 wingers and a centre forward that's got, a ball playing number 10 in Mason Mount sat there behind, and not Bruno. So I don't think we should be overly negative. And I'm not decrying Crystal Palace. I am not. And I like watching Crystal Palace, and they've had some good games of late. But I would be more worried about when we play Arsenal. We know centre backs.
Oh, that's the next worry. Listen, we just ain't got there yet because the next game is tomorrow. We can only do the next game. We have to come out of tomorrow night, and see who's back in training on Tuesday, who's on the grass. Like I thought that Martinez and Varane and stuff were like back on the grass were looking. I thought they might be involved in this one because they would have had all last week to be involved in team training. And when we sort of got to the presser time, it was like, it's Martial and Evans. So that shows you where we're at. Just before we carry on, I want to say there's nearly 2,000 people watching, 1,700 people, nearly 2,000 people watching live. Smash a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And if you've just joined us, we will be live as well. After this full view, straight away, 7:30, there will be another full view, a full view extra, okay, on a new platform called Playback. The link is in the video description below, and it's pinned in the chat. All you need to do is click it, get involved, it'll tell you what to do, and join it. And we'll be there on a full view extra. Different cast, some of us staying on, more coming on as well. More extensive talk on Man United. Going to get into our bag, so make sure you check us out on that platform. It's free to download. Just get involved. It's free to join. And then you can see the full view extra as well. I'm going to get the super chats going as well because there's been a lot. Red Baron says, I don't think we will win a game. Best sacrifice this season and heal up with injuries. Joe Fleming says, need 3 wins and a draw, including Newcastle, for definite 6th. Kenny, what excuse would you accept? The fact that we haven't got no centre back, so which one would you accept? Rich E from Eagle Eye Football says, reckon we win. Missing a match due to a cup final. He's got his own cup final, but he's like, light work. We'll beat Man United. That's Crystal Palace fan. Big up to Rich, friend of the channel. K Flo says, Kenny, are you seriously comparing season pros to youth? A terrible Maguire is still better than the kids, mate. We are a mess. Joe Fleming says, finish 8th. Eric has to go. 7th bad. 6 could stay. Marcel disagreeing with that massively. Red Baron says, True Geordie is a typical Happy ruined his childhood.
Maybe you. Anyone but United.
Right. Okay. I've not actually seen that acronym before. First time for everything.
Yeah, Sam.
Oh, interesting. Eagle-eyed Football says, the slander I get from KG, don't let us beat you. KG, listen, you're always out there. You chuck it a lot.
Don't say you don't bet KG with Rich. You haven't bet Rich.
Have you bet him?
You bet Rich?
No.
Yeah, look his face.
I'm not going to bet. I'm a Crystal Palace fan. Don't take the piss. What kind of bet is that?
So, yeah. Okay, cool. So, yeah, but you've told him that we'll beat them, no problem.
I always take the piss out of them. Who are they?
Yeah. Who are they?
Yeah, that's real high energy, wasn't it? Bro, what have you won? What have you won?
That whole who are they? It doesn't wash them with this rubbish, bro. That whole.
What have you won? What have you won? What have you ever won?
Still say it.
I'm Podgy.
Danny the Feeder says, Marcel, I have some magic beans for sale here if you want them. K-Flow says, everyone, we are finished, Marcel. Counter-attack with which players, mate? KG, give him some magic beans. Even with fully fit squad, these men make mistakes. And Larry says, KG... I'm
trying to lose weight. What's your jersey size? I need to fight for the badge.
He says you need it at Southwest Park like Casemiro.
You need it, right. Okay, I thought I'd read it in case it's too rude. But yeah, they said they need your centre-back, mate. Time to fight for the badge.
I'm rubbish. My hamstring will go.
KG's good in the air. I've seen you do a header. I've seen you jump.
George says, change your tone settings. Big up one and all. And Dino says, how has Ange adjusted?
All right, this is when we know. Can I speak on this, actually? So everyone said, yeah.
Oh, go on.
Sorry. Everyone said, look at Big Ange. That was the biggest person that we had to look at this season. Look at Big Ange. He has a style of play. At least has a style of play. That's all I want. Yeah. Spurs fans are having an issue with the style of play. It's very clear. It's a high line. Yeah.
Oh,
but they don't.
No,
but they don't. That's what I'm saying. Ange out. No, it's happening. But now I'm saying that so style of play is not what when they say it, style of play is not actually what you're looking for. You're asking for a winning, attractive, winning
results. The most important thing out of everything.
Results. Because style of play, you say it's clear. They said if we have a defined style of play, I'd have no problem. No, because Spurs fans will tell you it's absolutely different. They want to win games in an attractive way, but football is all about results. And that's what we have to get. That's what we have to get used to now. Because we're angry, obviously, and Ten Hag, it's hard to see a visible style. But then we're losing games. The results are not happening. You get over it. I'm telling you, this whole there's no style of play thing would go away if we're winning games. But then again, like this is where we find ourselves, and the style of play has been a cop out for a lot of us fans. We're like, at least I just want to see something. No, bro, because Brighton have had a style of play. It's just, at the end of the day, it's about winning games. And the better teams, just like how Arsenal do it, better side, they're winning in an attractive way, but it's about winning. That's what it all comes down to, guys. So we can't chat this rubbish that we've been saying all season. I don't care. I don't bring in the next guy as long as I can see a clear, defined thingy. We're just chatting rubbish.
That comes with better players, though, KG, and that comes with a process. Just thought I'd add on to the end of that.
No, it's the way the car of a van just went.
Well, yeah, I thought it was going to be building to something longer. Just a little add-on to it. Just a little add-on. But KG's right. It is about results. That's been my thing with Ten Hag for the last few weeks. Because earlier on in 2024, remember when we had that run of games where we were winning all the games against like West Ham and in the FA Cup and whatever? And we were like, our performances aren't great. But tell you what though. We haven't lost in 2024 and we've won all those games. That's why at the time you go, well, look, if you win games, that's all that matters. The moment you stop winning games as a football manager and as players, you get put under pressure. That's why they're Ange out now, because they're not winning football matches. That's the bread and butter of football. That's why David Moyes, that's why they're looking for another manager, because like KG's point, suddenly a terrible style of play, once you start losing football matches, you go, oh, maybe we'll look at an alternative. And again, Ten Hag will know that. Of course he will know that. It's about results. Yeah, that's what it is.
100%. Joe Fleming says Marcel has predicted all different possible outcomes, so that way one of them is guaranteed to be right, and he can say, "I told you so." Whatever the outcome. Marcel, is that true?
I never do that. When you give me the floor, when you've given me the floor, I just say I never take. So, okay.
Yeah, I'd say that. I'd say you've been pretty strong in what you've been saying. Hardly any of it's happened, but you've gone with something. Larry says, Insider United tweeted that there could be 3 more injuries. Late fitness tests done.
Yeah, I can say I was having a discussion with Insider United, actually, exclusive, and he said didn't know the names, but did say, yeah, there's quite a few late fitness tests. There could be more. So
do we think they're all genuine?
Buckle up. I think so, Kenny, because I think it's been like that all season. With the medical department, it might even be a thing where they've got a slight injury and they go do the Casemiro. Balls to go into our medical department. I'm going to Spain. I'm getting this thing figured out. They'll only make it worse. There's something rotten when it comes to injuries at Manchester United. It is bad. It is really, really bad.
Apparently, we've got Arsenal's old physio or something, or medical guy, and apparently during that same period they had their worst injury record since his tenure, like under
It's
their.
weird with that. It's weird with that one because we had, but I don't even know if there's anything in that. He might just be just as bad as it was before because we had injuries. Because he didn't come in till when did he come in? Was it in like late into the year or something like that? He hasn't been with us all season, has he? And we've had injuries all season, so I don't know.
K Mill says Newcastle beat Burnley 4-1 with only 3 starters. Beat us 3-0 at Old Trafford with way more injuries. We need to part ways for the sake of both parties involved. And this is what I mean. You talk about the decimations of injuries. I saw Emil Kraft and Dummett and them man pull up at Old Trafford, decimated Newcastle, decimated loads of games. Well, yeah, that was the Spurs one, and they beat us 3-0. I didn't see no decimation. Yeah, they just mashed up Burnley. What you're supposed to do to Burnley, who are a championship side, 4-1 on their patch, and they only had 3 of their starters. Newcastle, which would have been what Bruno Guimaraes. Isak's played and Gordon played. The rest of their man that started that game don't normally start for Newcastle. But they mashed them up 4-1. But then I saw us struggle at Old Trafford, obviously, to overcome them with, some of our starters. But listen, it's apples and oranges. We've been decimated all season. And not many other people have. Divine says, has just become a member of the Members Club as well. Big up to you, Divine. Red Baron says, if we have to field fans, will Kenny accept that? Would you accept that if they just went in the stands
and said
to the fans?
If they were 6'5" and could run like Usain Bolt and had a ball like Harry Kane, yeah, they can play.
Deborah says, I'd rather see a Farmers League than see Arsenal fans be happy. May I drive? Go, I St. Mary. If you know, you know. I drive, go St. Mary. Big tune. Mida, there's a lot of negativity, right? There's a lot of panic, and I know you're quite calm, and I know you checked out ages ago. So I know your default thing to this is actually, this is fine. It's done. But if we did finish like 8th, because we know that we're bad, I get that, decimated injuries. Do you think that could force Ineos's hand, or it's like they've made up their mind already and they know that more losses can come? Like what Marcel's saying, we know what we are. We know that more losses can come in the next 4 games. We know we can get smashed against Man City in the final, but it's about next season. It's already about not this. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, no, I think that's a good way to look at it. The only thing I don't understand is, why is the idea of playing pragmatic football only an option 3-4 games before the end of the season, when United have been struggling with injuries throughout the entirety? I think the only time we really went for this pragmatic style, low block hit counters, is against Liverpool at Anfield. Every other game, it was, Ten Hag has the right to try and implement his style of football. The players are not good enough, etc. But it's 3-4 games now before the end of the season. There is really nothing worth fighting for, if we're being honest. I mean, European football is that, but do you lot genuinely want to see United in Conference League? Honest question. Honest question. You lot want to be Flex? Get ready to go to Uzbekistan. Man. Get your passport. You're heading to Uzbekistan.
Honestly.
Do you really want to? This is a genuine question to everyone. Do you actually want to see United in Conference League?
No.
This is crazy. We can't be in that.
What time are those games?
Like, sometimes they're like 4:45.
Yeah, still Thursday.
5:15 in that. 5:15 rush hour. Wait. Oyster card, rush hour TFL, still going.
Oh shit, I'm going underground, guys. I'm going to lose connection. Oh shit, I can't watch the game.
Wait, we'll have to do match views all remote from different locations because we would be back here. It's gonna work, bro.
Some people will still be teaching at schools, bro.
KG's running to do the school run with his phone in his hand and his camera trying to do stream.
What does the Conference League? If you win the Conference League, it doesn't get you into anything, does it?
Yeah, it gets you into
Europa.
Yeah, Europa.
But can I just say, but then
oh man,
the flip side is the flip side is United could be the first ever team to win the Champions League and the Europa League and the Conference League.
Get the set. Get the set.
Do the Jose. Get it tattooed on his arm as well. He's got all of them tattooed on his arm as well.
And you know what's mad about that? Yeah, and this is going to sound extremely pessimistic, but I don't care. I'm in that mood. I don't care. Like, we probably wouldn't even win it, mate. Like, when fans start dropping down from Europa League into conference.
Well, they thought. I mean, you never know what can happen this week coming up. You never know what happened this week with Villa, but I mean, people thought they were going to win it.
Olympiacos, yeah.
They lost 4-2 to
Olympiacos.
Yeah, the Nottingham Forest owner giving it out the pitch. He was like, "Yeah, there you go."
Wait there, and in Conference League, like, Villa have been in it too, so it's like we could just face them over 2 legs. I wouldn't fancy us over 2 legs against Villa at the moment.
I would.
If we
not now, but next season I would. Come on.
I don't know. Actually, with the new setup, by the way, because it's a new set for Champions League and a new set for everything. I think as well. I don't think teams drop down anymore. I could be wrong with that, but I'm not sure if the teams drop down like they used to. Because obviously it used to be like 3rd place, but given that it's all one big league now, I don't know if that happens anymore. So if we are in it, it might not be. We might have to worry about other teams dropping down or whatever. I think that's the case.
We have become a laughing stock. No wonder other fans must.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry, guys.
100%,
if you don't laugh, you'll cry.
Terrible.
I'm just looking at some of the teams that have been in it this year. You know, Ajax have been terrible. Fiorentina, they're like specialists in there. You know, Lille. Who else? Victoria Plizen. Club Brugge. Who else has been in it? Dynamo Zagreb and that. Bodo Glimt. Ludogorets.
That sounds like a chocolate.
Bodo
Glimt. But you say that though, and this is where it gets weird with statistics, right? Because I've seen people on social media when these teams are in these competitions, because obviously you play more games and you play more winnable games. So then people start throwing around the stats going, this person's won this amount of games this year. And you go, well, there's a bit of context involved in that one, isn't it? Because look at the teams you're playing, and you're playing more games as well. So of course,
Astana, we beat them before.
That's what happened to us last season. That's what happened to us last season when people were going, look, Man United had the most wins in Europe. Well, of course, we were in the Europa League. We went to quite far stages. Of course, we had the most wins.
I know you lads and ladies, you travel a lot to watch Man United. I'm in the fortunate position. I'm 45 minutes away. But I know you spend hours and hours in cars. Do you really want to be watching, Bolo Glimt against Man United on a Thursday night?
Hey, by the way, you say that though, Kenny. You say that though, Kenny.
Would you still do that? Would you still do it?
Someone brought it up.
Kenny's actually asking a serious question. Would we do content if we're in the Conference League?
Someone brought it up. Bodo Glimt, they absolutely smashed Mourinho's Roma a few years ago, if I recall correctly. And we got to be careful. We got to be careful though, as United fans, though, because we can laugh and say, look, this team, blah blah blah. Look at them. I've never heard of them. If we're playing them next season, there is a chance they could beat us and they could be embarrassed. We're not in.
And we're there for a reason. We are.
Yeah, exactly. We're not in the position. We're not in the position to be like, whatever.
But where does your
scraping
come from to get on the M6 for 4 hours and then go back at 2 and get back at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning? Wow.
Yeah.
It's really hard to travel for 3/4 an hour currently to Old Trafford. Do you know what I mean? Well,
someone points out
you do it.
we lost to Copenhagen this year, so it's
we
no
We
guarantee.
finished
bottom in the group with that. Exactly. Like I went when we last played Astana when they made it to the Europa League. I was there. It was freezing cold in Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan. I bet you never imagined in your life that you would visit that country.
Never in a million years did I think
football takes you to crazy places.
And it was an amazing place, which I thought was going to be really, really hot and like the desert. And it was freezing cold.
So when thing you shot?
Minus 30.
Kazakhstan was going to be hot.
I thought Kazakhstan was like Borat and them, man. Like, just like, I thought it was like sandy and like hot desert. I thought I could wear the mad sandals. Students.
You never do geography.
Oh my days.
Flex, our survey said.
Yeah.
Not all.
Ain't it like near Russia?
Yeah. Wait, you know what's funny?
These Russian beaches. Where am I seeing them?
I swear to you, lot. Yeah. Obviously, it was on the United Stand these times. If you really want some jokes, I think me and Josh made vlogs or something. Yeah. I swear to you, when the draw got made, I was live in market time. I went, he goes, you're going to Astana, mate. I goes, what's okay. Kazakhstan. I goes, Kazakhstan, that's hot then. That's, yeah.
They are literally landlocked. You thought you were going to beaches.
100%.
This guy's getting the back and stuff.
Bro, I had layers. Minus 33, bro. Throw the water in the thing, it just evaporates into crystals, bro. You throw the water in the air.
And the bulletproof jacket. And the bulletproof jacket for the mafia.
It's crazy, bro. And maddest place I've been, you can get taxis off anyone. Imagine that you can get taxis off anyone. Normal car, taxi.
That doesn't sound safe.
It's not, did it though? Like, on side of the road, go like that. Yeah, go like this. Yeah, random car, no insurance, just normal car, normal pedestrian car. Yeah, say I just bumped into KG, if I didn't know him. He said, where you going? I'm going to X, going to here. All right, what's a fair price? What are you saying? What are you saying? 30? Like 25? What are you saying? What? Barter, get in the car. And he could pick up other people on the way that you also don't know. Illegal Uber.
Pull up and say, excuse me, you're not that bloke off YouTube, are you? What travels all over the world?
Well, actually, there's an amazing guy called Alan, actually, who showed us around, who was a watcher of the channel. And he did actually show us around. It was wicked. It was actually a really amazing place. Like, it was crazy. I tried some different types of food that I've never had. So to answer your question, Kenny, yes, I will go to them places on a personal because I like traveling. But from a football perspective, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
You know what's crazy, man? I know that, we're trying to be light and live this but it's really tragic, the situation we find ourselves.
You're right, lad. You're right.
Honest, it's really bad. Like we're hoping and we're praying and stuff, and that game against Arsenal, it could be a flaw. I know I didn't thought about it. Crystal Palace is the one that's in my mind, but the Arsenal one, obviously you lot know what this game means to me as well. I'm just a Man United fan. And now all these teams, Chelsea, all we had before was Chelsea to laugh at. Now they've gone above us.
We could potentially be the worst out of the whole bunch.
Yeah.
8th, 9th. Isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
And I'll be stunned. And I might sound negative. I'll be stunned if we don't finish 8th. I can't see it. I'll be honest now, just how I'm feeling. The next 4 games, I can't see a win. I really
That's what I was going to ask. I was going to ask everyone, do they think we're going to pick up a win in the next 4 games?
Tomorrow. We'll win tomorrow somehow.
KG, you just said earlier on you didn't think we were going to win. You did in the last 30 minutes.
I want to say that we win tomorrow. We're going to scumbag something.
We've got to win something, surely. But don't see, and again, Arsenal, we know, are well up for it. Newcastle are up for it because they're going for the Europa League spot. So they're well up for it. Everybody we are playing now to the end of the season is well up for it. Well up for it. There's nobody on the beach. There is nobody on the beach that we play. It's us what's on the beach.
we're on the beach. We're on the beach in Kazakhstan with Flex. We're on those Kazakhstani beaches that Flex was going to. The imaginary ones.
Sick notes from the doctor. Unreal. Well, standards have fallen out there as a football club. Let's be honest. Terrible.
We need the season to end, man. We need the. Luckily, we still got FA Cup to look forward to, but we just need the season.
I don't even feel like looking forward to it. That's how bad it is. How bad is that?
How
bad is that? Because you're right, KG. We should. It's still a big game. Like, it's a big game. It's like it's a one-off. But like, I just feel really empty. I do. I just feel like I can't see us winning anything for the rest of the season, including that. I just can't. I don't know how this team finds something. I really hope it does. I'm going to be praying and hope. I want to be there. Like, please find something. Please don't make us lose 5 in a row. But I just.
At this stage last year, I said to you all, give me a positive about this season. A positive. You'd have been going on, and the finals, this and this, that, and the other. It was first year. We're playing for the badge. This. If I ask you now, give me a positive from this year, what would you say? A positive from this year.
Kobe Mainu.
Yeah, that's what I'd have gone to. Maybe that the youth players are coming.
You're struggling.
It's really only Kobe Mainu, really, and Garnacho's done well.
I agree. This time last year, we was talking about, we've been in 2 finals, quarterfinals, this. We've done this, we've done that. We're now playing for the badge. We can see the shape. We can see progression in the squad. And all we asked for 2 years ago was progression. So I don't care whatever process you talk about. This is not progression. This is not progression. This is the lowest of the low. But it's almost become acceptable, and that's you have that empty feeling at the end of a game that we shouldn't be having as fans. You have an empty feeling inside, and it's kind of as if it doesn't matter. You've seen it all. It's not good. It's not good. I just hope that we get to the end of the season, but Ineos have got a hell of a lot to do. See, he's put Sir Jim and the positive. I get that. I'll take that. You know what I mean? But what can they do when their hands are tied behind the back with FFP, and the fans, the club themselves, the players, are not giving them the ammunition. And the ammunition is to play as well as you can as a team to get in that Champions League so that they can turn around and spend the money. We ain't got it to spend. Our transfer window this year now, in summer, could easily be 6 £50 million players. Easily. Could easily be 60 million, because we're going to lose a lot of players. They're definitely going to strip money out with regards to the wages. So in a normal year, you'd be talking three Galactico signings and 2 50 millions. And all I see is 6 £50 million players. And fine, if it's done, and the players that's bought from Benfica and RB Leipzig and this, that, and the other, you think, right, we'll give them a chance or whatever. But it just doesn't sit right for me. It doesn't sit good. In the past, we've been very, very critical of Glazers, rightly so. When we have not made Champions League, the Glazers have always spent big, because they understand the impact of not winning Champions League. So the year after, they've normally supported the manager with some big signings, because they want that money in the Champions League. Not bothered about the trophy. They want to be in the Champions League. The concern you've got now is, can we still... even if they have the money to spend, which they must have, they're very wealthy people. They want to spend it. But how do we justify it when you're losing all that income? And
it's going to be very, very difficult. Marcel, you was, to say the least. Marcel, before you just come in there, K-Flow's gifted 5 memberships. Big up to you, K-Flow. Very generous of you. Big up, big 5. Also, Riri has gifted 5 memberships as well.
10?
Big up to you. That's 10 memberships there from two different people there. Big up, and welcome to the beneficiaries of those. Chris has been a member for a month. Says Ineos have already made up their mind. Nothing this season will surprise them. They're not fanatical. They're not just gonna basically win the FA Cup and then change their mind, or vice versa. V33 says, why the sad vibes? I'm beaming Spurs got spanked. We can get 5th. Spurs is getting effed by City. And we will beat Arsenal. You can't deny that possibility. A lot of optimism there. Fair play. Okay. All right. A lot of optimism there. Larry says, Flex has been hoodwinked by Hollywood movies. Probably thinks Mexico scenery looks like Lucozade nylon. Something like that. Something like that. And Red Baron says, you're still in a privileged position to travel. That's what I'm saying. That's why I like to go and see different parts of the world and experience different things. I would never look down on that, because football does give you amazing, unique opportunities. Some of the places I've been to because of football, where I never thought I would ever go, have been amazing. So I would always stand by that in terms of traveling as an individual. But just for the badge and the club, Man United, being in that specific competition, should never happen. Should never happen. And before Marcel comes through, just want to remind you guys, first of all, that there is 1,800 of you watching. We're going to be wrapping up here shortly, about 7:15. So smash a like on this stream. Where are we at in terms of likes? Let's have a look. We are at 407. So let's get to 500. It should be double that. But we haven't been on to you with the likes, to be fair. So let's get to 500 likes, and please subscribe to United View if you haven't. And I know you guys love the full view. We all know you guys love the full view. So much so, we are doing the full view extra, okay? 7:30. The link is there in the chat and in the video description below on a different platform called Playback, okay? All you need to do is click the link right there, get involved, make an account. It's free to do. And there's going to be a whole different cast on there, including myself, Owen. I think KG will probably be there for a bit as well, for the full view extra, and be something we look to do in the future, because everybody enjoys it as well. So we'll see you guys on the full view extra as well. Marcel, you was going to come in there with Kenny.
Just trying to be optimistic for how we spend the next £1 billion or so. You know, throughout however long that will be. Got Dan Ashworth obviously part of that. You know, hopefully, you know, those £50 million signings. I think that's the kind of market we're going to have to go into, basically, where, you know, we're being clever with who we bring in and their possible potential. You know, and as long as they're players that are for the system, you know, and for the style of play that Ten Hag wants to play, I think, you know, there will be improvements throughout the team. So it's I think over the course of the next few years, I think it'll be good.
Just to reiterate as well, Kfo said, "Are you guys moving off YouTube?" No, we are not. The full view, as you see it here at 6 p.m., depending whether it's a Monday or Sunday, because we play games, will always be here all the time. The full view extra. The extra stuff is new and is something else, and that will be on playback. But the full view is always going to be here on YouTube, so you don't need to go anywhere. And KG, maybe he won't be there. I don't know. It's up to KG and his brain and his life.
My daughter's performing. My daughter's performing.
I'm joking. Yeah. Oh, at the fair as well.
Yeah, she's doing it, bro. It's serious. It's
yeah. Oh, I love that. Okay, that's
a lot of people in the audience. It's a proper thing, man. I'm proud of it.
Yeah. Okay. Good. She's got the line. She's ready. She's ready to go.
Yeah, it's a proper thing. I'm proud.
Okay.
Proud.
100%. Yes, well, you know what? On that note, guys, look, it's been a busy show. It's been a lot of opinion. We're going to carry on this opinion on the Full View Extra. We'll see you guys over there on Playback. Remember, if you haven't done it already, sign up to Playback. It's really, really easy and it's free for the Full View Extra. But for this stream, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. What do we have coming up? Well, look, tomorrow, we've been talking about it. It's match day, yeah? Morning show with myself and Owen, road trip from myself. I will be in the studio along with Marcel. I think Marcel, you in?
I don't think so. No, I don't.
Okay, Minna's going to be there. KG's going to be there, and some of the other guys as well. Then there's going to be reaction after that, full-time view after that. So jam-packed.
So everyone, just pray for you. Pray for United, man. Whatever you believe in, we need you to on the line. We need you lot. Just we need the community, man. It's going to be so busy.
It's going to be crazy.
Monday Night Football as well. Gary Neville and them, man. Oh, man.
Big screen. Oh, mate. Jesus.
I just hope our player gets an interview with the headphones on, but they're happy. You know, at the end. And they got their headphones on. He was in big trouble.
Oh, mate. Honestly. Yeah, we do. Actually, I forgot about that. You get the extensive interviews. You get, Man United, please. All I can just see, Adam Wharton, man of the match. Everyone just like this kid. Oh, look how good he is. Eze, man of the match, won't talk. Yeah, just obviously just cut in. Just
with the headphones on or whatever. Do one of those
interviews. If he did like a DJ, bro, he'd just be like that. Yeah, obviously cut in.
Be like that.
Yeah.
How do you think the game went?
Good goal. Cut in. Good assist and that. Calm. That's what he's on. Like, I could just see it. Guys, we're out of here. Take care. Peace.